filled in? All right, great. We'll be right there.
Yo, this place is amazing. One day, I'm gonna have my own building with the banners hanging up.
You a beast on the field, man, and it's only a matter of time. And I know you're gonna get both. We just need the banner to be dope. Oh, like that one, with the shoulder pads and the baseball bat?
Love that.
Well, you gotta let your man take care of that, because Sono swag.
Yeah, you do. Man, it's chilly out here.
Hey, yo, Jay, since we're early, can we stop here real quick? This would be a perfect spot for a video.
Always cutting it so close, huh? All right, 2 minutes.
All right, you ready, baby creep?
Yeah, man, let's go.
All right, what's up, y'all? I gotta ask my man, what are we doing here at Nike HQ?
Hey, so I got an exclusive invite to come out here and train with some of the best in the NFL. Just to be here and learn from these vets far into the league it's huge for me. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Money. Nailed it, baby.
Cool. Thanks again, Jordan. I still can't believe we're here.
You got this. Now let's go get you checked in.
Hey, there he is. The next big thing has arrived. Brandon Young, lead sports performance director. Nice to meet you.
How's it going, Brandon? I seen you in a couple videos with OBJ and LeBron.
Well, you made it here, so that must mean you got next. And I see you brought the whole team with you.
Wouldn't be here without him. This is my agent, Jordan Wright.
So, brand manager.
Oh, you sure you're not supposed to be part of the program? We still got a couple of slots left.
I'm retired. I can give him a run for his money.
I'm gonna go grab your credentials and schedule from inside.
Hey, a bit of advice. Take it all in. Well, get yourself checked in, and I'll see you out there in a bit.
Oh, before you go, you've worked with some of the biggest names out there. What's the secret to their greatness?
Frankly, it's balance. It's more than the body, skills, and the stats. It's the mind, too. Nice to meet you.
Brand manager, huh?
No doubt. Bro, I need to figure out who Jay's plug is. Because you ain't made it yet, but this is big time.
Okay, so you're all checked in, and the rumor mill is active right now. There's a few teams interested in moving up in the draft to select you. Okay, I have moved all of the pre-draft visits and interviews till after you completed the program. I have your access badge, and if you check your phone, I've sent you the schedule.
Let me check it out.
I can feel me rising up, pressure on this diamond.
How you doing, fellas? How you doing? Good, good. Everyone's nice and excited. They don't look so nervous. Everyone's happy. Good, good, good. You all had your breakfast, I hope. Hard training this morning, boys. Hey, buddy, how are ya? Alrighty, guys. Long speeches aren't my thing, so I'm going to keep this brief. This is going to be 6 weeks with no interruptions. 6 days a week, 2 sessions a day. The thing that separates the elite athletes is the work that they do during the off-season. We're going to improve your stamina, your strength, speed, and agility. But it's not just about the physical reps or the high intensity with the technical work. It's about the mental, the nutrition, and the recovery. Welcome to the program. Alrighty, fellas, I'll see you out there in a bit, yeah?
Defense over here with me. Alright, come on, set. Dallas, 92.
You got to be the one the people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. Yeah, you got to be the one the people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes.
On the set.
I'm not perfect, just a person. I'm only human. Sometimes happy, sometimes nervous. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person.
Here we go. 79.
Sometimes happy. the pros and the cons of being a bomb, baby. You can have the ticket, might not be your time, but oftentimes I gotta remind myself to combine my thoughts and never deny my help. A whole lot richer and a whole lot quicker, but I had to slow it down cause I ain't no great digger. White folks yelling, oh, that's a brave. Paparazzi taking pictures like I'm in the game. I don't wanna be judged, I just wanna be me. Even though we buy chains, we just wanna be free. I don't wanna be judged, I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. You got to be the one the people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. Yeah, you got to be the one the people looking up to. Yeah, I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person. I'm only human. Sometimes happy, sometimes nervous. I'm only human. I'm not perfect, just a person.
Okay, ready? Hut, go!
Compensating for your feelings. And you know the feeling.
With me since I was a small fry. And your ex-man, that's my little guy. I know some that'll kick him to the coastline. I'm on west side, we don't show signs. You got some fake friends, they just told lines. Text, I reply, baby, till my phone die. You know he lied if I said he don't lie. Up once again, and you know that I'm never too proud to beg. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, and you know I'ma always wish you the best. Roll inside the Benz, points and I got your bend. It's hard to admit that I made my bed, but you know I'ma always wish you the best.
Compensating for your feelings. And you know the feeling. This is what you thought would do. But it makes you feel it. Trying things you thought were cheering. But you grow to fear it. Time they come and go like spirits. I see the signs, the clearest.
Yeah, baby, friend of baby. I heart for heart, spirit city, baby.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Rich Eisen. And it's that time of the year. You can feel it in the air. The start of a new NFL cycle as we get into the offseason. And if you're one of those highly touted quarterbacks entering the draft, particularly the one coming out of Miami, you're going to be in high demand, getting pulled in all sorts of directions. I mean, if you thought you were popular in college, well, just you wait. That's why it'll be key for these kids to make the right decisions with their free time, and not just leading up to the draft, but as professional athletes as well. And that actually sets up our next segment.
Brandon, hey, Jordan, right? We met last week.
Hey, Jordan. Everyone's talking about you and your client. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Listen, I know you're busy, but could you give me some intel on how you feel he's doing?
Still in the early phases of development. We just got to rewire his system a little bit so we can get the best performance out of him.
I see. Anything that stands out the most?
Loves to compete. Loves it. He wants to win every drill, every time.
Sounds about right.
But I'm just fine-tuning a few things with him so he can get those results.
Cool.
Listen, do you have any more prospects here for me?
Oh, right now, it's just him. He's the only one I rep, actually, since he's also the only one that gave me a shot. But we're building something different here, and people are taking notice.
It starts with one, and that's all it takes. Listen, I gotta head out to these warm-ups, but if you want to stop by the field later this week, let's talk more about your guy, yeah?
I'll be there. Would love that.
Definitely. See you then.
See ya.
I'm ready to give myself that self.
Hey, so listen. I know you got a lot to be looking at in here, but this has been more than a tour. Certain things have lined up, and I thought this would be the best place to let you know you just landed your first endorsement deal.
Welcome to Team Nike. These are your new Nikes. We designed these PE colorways with the 3 teams that might draft you in mind.
What? Are you for real? Oh, no way! Let's go! Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Jay. Thank you. Thank you. You out here making these big moves for me.
Oh, this is a rare deal. Murray, Barkley, Burrow. Now you.
Where do I sign?
Okay, slow down. We still gotta go over the numbers, but the deal is ours. They believe you're gonna be the leader of this year's rookie class.
Huh. No pressure, huh? We got this.
It comes with some benefits and opportunities.
Yo, out of all the NFL players who signed with Nike over the years, my boy's gonna be the first one with his own signature shoe. Hey, tell me I get to design it, though.
What?
You get your stuff from me anyways, man. You're welcome. Come on, I'll make it look dope.
How about we get Tinker instead?
I mean, yeah, actually. Jay, money.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So much.
Hey, we're just as excited.
Man, this is incredible.
Okay.
Don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out.
Second week of training here at Nike is in the books, and my man is putting in some extra work on his own because that is how you stay a household name. Speaking of which, since we got the exclusive invite to come out to Beaverton, we've been spending so much time on and off the field with NFL greats. We're talking Pro Bowlers, Hall of Famers, baby. Everything my man here is trying to become, and I gotta say, so far he's looking good, but I'm gonna go on record and say that he's lucky that I ain't out there. Ain't that right, superstar?
Why don't you come out here then?
Nah. See, because what happens if I put this phone down, go to work on you, then there's no proof. And then you can just dismiss it like it never happened. Hey, man. What you do? Hey, why are you picking on me? Just some random guy. Why don't you go one-on-one versus NFL competition, huh? Because I'm sure there's a lot of guys out here who would love to go up against you. Say something.
I'm on ready, set, fight. So fun. About to be Netflix into my shoulders. Hey, I ain't wasting no time with no X. I ain't wasting no time with no hits. Gotta focus on myself. That's facts. Nothing left but myself. Nobody else but myself.
Hey, man, it's all good. Don't get down on yourself, all right? Think about it. When you get to the NFL, you're going to have a whole week to prep for these matchups. So if you put in work in the film room, you're going to be on an even playing field. No doubt.
So here's the interesting part. There isn't any footage of this mythical football game that supposedly took place at Nike HQ. But there are whispers that a certain player from Miami...
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright yet, believe me, you're about to be hearing it a whole lot real soon. She's one of the top young agents in the game, and we're actually live here at Nike headquarters. Jordan, what are we doing out here today?
We're watching the soon-to-be #1 pick get some work in.
Oh, so you're calling it right now, huh? You think he's going first overall? That's a wrap?
Of course. I mean, I can't name one player who has dominated the way he has.
True.
The hype has been building and building since high school, and every step of the way, he has lived up to it. I mean, everyone's still talking about the college football playoff, and that was a month ago.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as it's the USC Trojans taking on the Miami Hurricanes. To play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ragland, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Ragland, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Gregory gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they...
And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Trojans have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frazier. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice throw right there, Charles. And what a season this young man's had at the quarterback position. 44 touchdown passes, just the 6 interceptions. You'd have to think definitely ticketed to be one of the top picks in the draft come April.
I absolutely agree with that, and the numbers tell a good part of his story, but they don't tell everything. You got to put together the whole package, how respected he is by his teammates, what a leader he is, and that goes along with the numbers you just mentioned, and that's why he is going to be one of those top 10 picks that you suggested, maybe one of 5 or 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round in this year's draft.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Hurricanes are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The SC offense about set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense has come up with it. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, Charles, we talked earlier about the upcoming draft and where this young man at quarterback might be taken. It seemed like you and I, it's a consensus. We think early on, top 10. So now if you look at a landing spot, what teams, what openings could you see for 2021 for him?
And I think you're right to put it as a top 10 selection for him, and that's where we need to focus our attention. And when you look at the top of the board, well, the #1 overall pick is Jacksonville. And really, do they have a quarterback? So I would look there. At #2 with the Jets. Wouldn't be surprised if they moved on from Sam Darnold and decided to take someone in that slot. 3, Miami. That's where things get tricky. A lot of people talk about taking a quarterback there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they stuck with 2 in Atlanta. I think we'll stick with Matt Ryan. So the top 2 selections up for grabs. And then after that, Detroit could be a possibility. Could Carolina be a possibility? There are a number of teams that will get into that quarterback market.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take this in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Hurricanes have taken the lead. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Gregory. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Gregory. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Gregory. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Launching one for Henderson. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2nd and 13. Caught left side, Gilmore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to die, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Gregory, a dump off for Charles. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. As we're about ready to rock. And he lost the football. Charles loses it.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Gets around him. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
USC gets set here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Trojans have taken the lead. Charles is going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A great effort there. One play, 75 yards. And the Hurricanes have taken the lead. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The SC offense about set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. Frazier. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, it's Frazier. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So led by a collective team effort,
Well, we're now just a few days away
Well, some of the biggest stars of the college football world will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Miami Hurricanes. Set for football now in South Florida. Strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one. And we are underway in the national championship game. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Launching one for Henderson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Jewell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarterback.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now Taylor. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
No!
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Clemson punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He finds Dye. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor will throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson from 14 yards out. And the Tigers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. They kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Launching one for Henderson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Launching one for Henderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. One more half to decide it all. We are tied in the national championship game. Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national title game. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They go play action now. Taylor. He finds his man, complete. That's Powers. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a second down. Running from the gun with Henry.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Jewell, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They're going to look to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Frazier, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. An option run here for Taylor. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backwards. So that one will be accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Going to hand to Jewell. Oh, what a juke into space. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. First down and much more for Henry as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Taylor. To Henry. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Taylor. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Taylor to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Are you serious?
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23.
No matter the game, that is what he aspires to be on and off the field. That competitive edge is something we both share. There's a lot of respect there. You know, I was an athlete forever, and I'm still a cutthroat competitor.
Both of you the exact same.
Neither of us have taken any shortcuts, and we both want to be disruptors.
The results from all your performance screenings were off the charts, which we expected. The DNA analysis helped too.
Yeah, you guys don't mess around. Man, I felt like a science experiment or something these last few weeks.
Everything counts. We track it all. Your sleep patterns, nutrition, lactate threshold, isokinetic testing. We need all that data to continue to personalize a plan for you.
Yeah, I have definitely been exposed to some things I've never thought about. Like speaking with the sports psychologist last week.
Take full advantage. It's not just how you perform on the field. I gotta be honest, I was a tad skeptical about you at first with all the buzz. You hear it all the time.
All right. So now that you met me, what do you think?
Everything we've seen on film has been on full display. I think that some people come here to train. They say they want to be like this. But they aren't ready to put in that type of work. They truly don't see themselves in that light. But that's not the case with you. You're wired a little bit differently, I can tell. I'm glad you accepted the invite.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. And I've always wanted to put my team on. If I eat, they eat. You know what I mean?
No one can make it alone. And you already got that figured out. You're ahead of the game.
Hey. Hey, so I didn't tell you, but when we were hanging around at Nike, I got in contact with some reps for their other sponsored athletes. Russell Wilson's agent just emailed me. He's going to be hosting a charity game to raise funds for some local fields. You want in? It's going to be a pickup game in Hawaii sometime in March. They're still trying to nail down the exact date.
Wow. Hawaii, and we're giving back to the kids too? Yeah, you can definitely co-sign that one.
What if we told Zoe how to sit this one out? Hey, how about a little more enthusiasm? This is a big deal. You're not even in the league, and they're inviting you to line up against the best in the game.
I'm excited, I swear. I just couldn't imagine being in this position before. And to get back to the community too.
I get that. It's not about fame or the flashing lights.
I was barely able to eat off the dollar menu when we met. To go from that to canceled pros, and now this.
You've got to enjoy these moments along the way. Got it?
I think you're just excited that you get to go to Hawaii.
Of course I am. And you're not letting me have my moment.
All right, Jay. It's hard knowing other dudes are gonna be out there. I know we talked about this.
I hear ya. I know you would crush every single one of those drills, but we both agreed it's too risky.
Honestly, bro, they already got your measurements, your 40 time. There's enough tape. You got nothing left to prove.
Everything I'm about is gonna get questioned.
Trust me, it's a calculated decision. And it's the right decision.
Exactly. And it's not like you never have the chance to prove it, though. Now, we're gonna have some private workouts lined up. A GM is getting fired if they let you slip past 3.
I want to be number 1.
More prospects fall because of the team interviews. That's our focus. You don't have any meetings with teams until tomorrow. We just gotta get through the media row today.
I think it's coming across like I'm selfish. I don't love the game.
Don't fall for that trap, right? You know what they're trying to do. You've been in front of a mic before. Just let them know that it's an honor for you to be here in Indy and meet with teams.
We'll use tonight to prep what kind of interview questions you'll get. It's not just straightforward X's and O's. The most important thing is that you win in the team interviews. We need to head out. I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath. This is all part of the process.
All right. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into a role where I'll be expected to be a leader pretty early on. So my number 1 priority is to lead by example from day 1. Work hard, be a great teammate, and become the best possible player that I can be. And together, in time, we'll turn the franchise around and become the example of organizational greatness in the NFL.
Well, on a slightly more serious note, I want to ask you about your last college game. Now you're almost 2 months removed from it. Does it still bother you that you came up short and didn't win a national championship in your final season?
Oh, for sure. I took it really hard, but I only let it get me down for one day. Since then, I've used it as fuel, because I never, ever want to have that feeling again. It's probably something I'll always keep in the back of my mind throughout my entire pro career.
2 minutes.
It's gonna be good to get back home.
Yo, I got some good news before you came down. Your boy graduated, leveled up. Finally got Jordan to pass me her brand connects.
Not all of them.
From now on, I'm gonna be your go-to. First matter of business to announce that Nike's doing a brand event with Saquon for their fall football products in New York, and they want you there a couple weeks before the draft.
What? I'm so down for that. Jay, I know your favorite pizza place is in Brooklyn, but trust me, we gotta hit up Orchard Street. I'm gonna call my boy Shady and set it up. Oh, we are gonna eat good.
That's what I'm talking about. New York, New York, the city's so nice they named it twice.
I can never lose what you go.
This guy's a fool.
Queen of New York, you shred life. I'm a big stepper. I bleed when I walk, big flex.
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it going to be?
Sitting in my hoopty, God said I was chose. When you love yourself, baby, trust me, it shows. Leveled up, put me on my own pedestal. Wake up, meditate, then get.
I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. I'm crossing the line today. The hate be so real, the love.
And I'm the go-to. When you need your back, bro, need that for real, for real. I'm who they ask for, like.
Tell them throw the rose on the beat and the dang gone. This is a song that made me wanna rap. Yeah, I dropped the pen and I'm on it. That was hot, now I'm playing in the league. Shots wasn't in the plan, I'm like, who is that? I'm the hardest worst guy, but then jump me back. If you got a question, come and ask. Actually, if you ain't got some drive, then jump in the backseat. Say I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me when you found me. Ain't expect to see these things all around me. Say I want you, give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me when you found me. Ain't expect to see these things all around me. I got angels all around me. I got angels all around me. I got these angels all around me. I got angels all around me. Load 'em up, kiss 'em up and down, and fold 'em up. Call the squad, load 'em up, kiss 'em up and down. I'm from that boogie down, yes, never seen one rap. I'm a straight shooter, I never lose to a dude that's out. Not fantasizing, I just rather stay quiet. Greatest point I ever made was say no more. Silence so, silence that tough talk, show it on your keyboard. Never get the vision till you fish, never see more. Just have a seat, more, not interesting. But people say to me, I don't, never listening. Greatest difference between those who know and those who achieve is that the ones who really believe never sleep on their dreams. Fair warning, I stay on my grind. It'll definitely cost a lot for you to pay me no mind. Say I know what you give me that peace. Head up, don't ever fall in these streets. Heard you looking for me when you found me. Ain't expect to see these angels all around. I got angels all around me. I got angels all around me. I got these angels all around me. I got angels all around me.
do with your royalty. Loyalty can often cost you buoyancy. When it's connected, the focus drowning. Choose love that constantly keeps you grounded. Indulge on the surface if you ain't clowning.
Might got the same shoes, but you ain't gon' step. Did you just put out? We bring the world down, shutting it all down. You got the crowd now. What are you talking about? We bring the world down, shutting it all down. You got the crowd now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Shutting it all down, bringing the world down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Chopped it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took it, but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God and in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner. You pick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the max up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor.
I forgive, I don't forget, I don't forget.
Have some of this. Have some of this. You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. But truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the max up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor.
you just heard it from the man himself. Life is a bit different now since the last time he wore a Miami Hurricanes uniform. I mean, just imagine spending the weekend out in Hawaii at an event hosted by Russell Wilson. But what he does on the practice field this...
Weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
Hey.
Caught me slipping once, okay,
That's right, put that phone away.
Someone hit your block up.
I'm just messing with you, man. Glad you made it out. Manny Kahue, senior assistant coach here.
It's great to meet you, Coach. I've heard a lot of great things about you.
Really? You must do your homework. Not many assistant coaches are getting love. Thanks for coming out on such short notice. We really wanted to get you in before the draft.
I was excited to come out here. Thanks for having me.
Glad to hear it. All right, Coach wanted me to show you around the facility, and then we can get out to the practice field. Sound good?
Let's do it.
All right.